Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing some super deep cleaning. I am sharing all the little nooks and crannies of our house that has been getting a little bit away from me. I know during the holiday time especially, it's so easy to just neglect your home a little bit, but today we are giving it a little extra time, a little bit of love, and I am going to be deep cleaning everything. So come along with me and get some insane cleaning motivation. Let's do this.
Not the fingertip, I get the whole hand dirty. It's the injury to never breach, make a body sturdy. And at the end of that, turn it on like a thermostat. Hot mess, effortless, throw yourself with the heaters out. Make it work somehow. Get all over it, pour it all out. Get all over it now. Make a mess, throw down with a little grit. Let it all out. Get all over it.
It's kind of funny filming these videos because I notice a lot of things that I otherwise probably wouldn't have noticed, or at least not as soon as I did. Sometimes it's a good thing, other times it's just a not nice reminder. I definitely did not deep clean under my bed, as you can tell from that last clip. I am definitely reminded that now I need to. But anyway, my mom and sister are actually coming to visit us, so this is definitely a necessary deep clean because, like I had mentioned, everything kind of goes out the window during the chaos of the holidays, but also because I know we have company coming, I know I'm going to be neglecting our house even more than I do during the holiday chaos. So this is all just very, very necessary, but I am so beyond excited. I can't wait to see my mom and give her a hug and spend time with my sister. And I'm also really excited to bounce all of my bedroom and bathroom makeover ideas off of them. And hopefully it'll help me kind of narrow down my plans for this space, because I feel like the longer it takes me to get to a project, my mind just goes wild with a million ideas, and then I have the hardest time kind of narrowing it down.
Side is falling, how you see, we look for it, or watch it leave.
All right, everything is nice and tidy, not necessarily clean yet, but we're gonna get to that. But before we get into all of the satisfying deep cleaning, I wanted to say a huge thank you to Foreo for teaming up with me in today's video. So, kind of recently, I turned 34. Basically, this entire year, I have had it on my mind that I need to look into finding a better skincare option for me, just to give my skin a little extra help that it needs, being a little bit older now. And so a few months ago, I found the Foreo Luna 4 facial cleansing brush. I love it for a lot of different reasons, but one of the reasons is that it offers personalized cleansing. So you can turn it to different settings. All of the settings are just on the back. You can set the pulsations to go more gentle or more intense, depending on what you're more comfortable with or what you're looking for. You can actually cleanse your face with this side, but the back side you can use for facial massages, which I think is the coolest thing. It just helps to like firm and tighten your skin. I felt like my skin has been softer and smoother. Definitely helped with the blemishes that I have on my face. It's also rechargeable, and the battery lasts up to 600 uses between USB charges. It's also made of ultra hygienic silicone, which is just a lot more hygienic than the traditional nylon bristles. This is the sensitive skin one, but they also have one for combination skin and balanced skin. You can use this just like it is. They also have app guided massages, and it will turn the brush to different settings while doing the massage, so you literally don't have to think about it. But like I said, this brush has been incredible. I have loved it so much. Also, Foreo is offering a 35% discount to the first 100 of you that click the link down in the description box. I will also have that link down in my pinned comment, so you can check it out there a little easier. They don't offer discounts very often, so this is so exciting. It is absolutely worth it, and I just cannot recommend them enough. And thank you again so much to Foreo for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into some deep cleaning.
Every little place and every bit of pavement, everywhere I go, every day I'm taking, every move I'm making, everywhere I go. Gotta get around.
are jumping right into deep cleaning. Now these are some of my favorite bathroom cleaning products and they're the ones that I'm going to be using today. However, I do like to change things up, especially when it comes to cleaning, just to help it not feel so monotonous and so repetitive, because often that is exactly how cleaning feels. So anything that makes it more enjoyable or exciting is always a win in my book. But these ones are definitely some of my tried and true products and also techniques. Now what I'm doing here is utilizing my mirror cleaning hack. This really is my favorite for really tall mirrors that normally I would have to be climbing on countertops or grabbing a stool out for. But all you do is grab a Swiffer along with a microfiber glass cleaning cloth and then some Sprayway, and you're just going to attach the cloth to the Swiffer sweeper and then go to town. It's amazing how well this works. I will say that I think my e-cloths work a little bit better as far as not leaving any streaks behind. It's definitely possible with this, but you have to be a little bit more careful. However, I definitely will put off cleaning my mirrors if they're really tall and annoying to get to, and with this hack, I have cleaned them so much more often, so it's absolutely a win.
Met you, been dancing on the clouds. You're heaven sent. Did it hurt when you hit the ground? You sparkle like a diamond. You take my breath away. I'm hashtag blessed. You're the beat to my J. The way you move.
Oh my gosh, I love the smell of this cleaner. It's a peppermint scent, which is one of my favorite scents of all time. I love anything mint and anything citrus, but like I was kind of talking about earlier and doing things to enjoy cleaning a little bit more, for me, adding a scent that I really enjoy definitely makes me enjoy the process of cleaning a lot more. It also kind of encourages me to clean more often because especially if a scent lingers, it just reminds me like, oh yeah, I cleaned that area. It feels really good. It smells really good. But let me know in the comments, do you prefer no scents when you're cleaning, or do you have a favorite scent? Like, do you like minty scents, floral, fruity, or something completely different?
So cool, can't help but say, I freaking love you, love you.
I get questions about this all the time whenever you guys see my little glass carafe bottle with this green liquid inside. Let me know in the comments if you knew what was in it already, but if you didn't know, this is just mouthwash. I just put it in a pretty glass jar and it makes it feel like it actually belongs on the counter.
The way you shake, so hot, so cool, too much to taste. The way you move, the way you shake, so hot, so cool, can't help but say, I freaking love you. I freaking love you. Come on, let's do this. I freaking love you, love you.
This right here is called a Dust Daddy Damp Duster. I know it's kind of a long name, but I love this tool so much. It gets hard when it dries up, but no worries. Just run it under some water and it will soften right up. But I love this because you're able to just wipe away and trap the dust, and then you can rinse it off and you're good as new. With towels, I feel like they can only handle so much dirt before you actually have to throw them in the washing machine. But with the damp duster, you can just keep going and going, and it works amazing. To clean the tub, I am going to use my favorite combination. A lot of times I will use a broom. You can literally just go to Dollar Tree and get a broom, and that will seriously save your back when you're not having to scrub your tub. I do have this tool. It's like a long handled scrub brush. It has some different settings. You can make the handle longer or shorter depending on your height and everything. And then I'm literally just gonna use Dawn dish spray. It's the same stuff, I just put it in this bottle, but all I'm gonna do is spray that around, scrub it, and then rinse it down, and you don't have to do any other work. It just kind of does the work for you.
Today I'm feeling like myself. I don't know why it took so long to see all the daylight up ahead.
Okay, apparently I forgot to charge this, so it is dead. So I am gonna go ahead and use my broom, but normally I would use this guy.
Oh, let's get together. Follow me, we'll make it better. We can be who we want to be. Right now we're living young and free. Oh, let's get together.
Our tub does not get used very often. I definitely wish I took more baths, but I feel like I don't know, it just doesn't dawn on me to take a bath when I'm tired or stressed. So with that being said, it just doesn't take a lot of time to clean it. However, our shower is a different story. This shower gets so gross and grimy. I don't know what it is. It just does not take long for it to start looking like this. I really think I need to just reseal the grout in the tile because it's natural travertine and it just gets to looking like this in way too short of a time.
Oh, me and you, we can make it beautiful. Let's get together.
To clean the shower, I'm using baking soda because it's slightly abrasive. It's definitely not going to scratch any surfaces. However, it will just kind of help scrub away any soap scum and mildew that you might have in a shower. And I'm also combining it with Dawn Power Wash to suds it up. It just gives a little bit more cleaning power. Honestly, this would be in my top 5 of all time cleaning products. I've been using it for years and it's just like a magically powerful cleaner. I love this stuff so much and you can use it all over your house. It died, that's all I had. Now I'll do the rest by hand.
I got roses in my eyes. She's got a heart full of sunshine. Standing on your doorstep, black bow tie, your red dress burning, sweat dripping down my spine. Ooh.
And then I also wanted to share this. So a few months ago, we actually got a stone bath mat. I've wanted one for so long and we finally ordered one and we have loved it so much. It's really clean. The vacuum doesn't get tied up on it. However, at first I was a little worried about how I was going to clean it. And all I've ended up doing is just using baking soda and dish soap once again. You scrub it down and you rinse and it looks good as new.
Everything is going my way. Good times are here to stay. Everything is going my way. Every diamond's trying to shine like you. Your shape's so perfect. Yeah, you got me like ooh, 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 ooh. Just scan a bit like the finer things in life. Just scan a bit like the finer things. Just scan a bit like the finer things in life. Oh, it's hard to complain. Everything is going my way. No clouds, no rain. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. Good times are here to stay. Everything's going my way.
Cleaning toilets is such a gross job, but you will never get your toilet cleaner than when you use a steamer. I love my steamer. I've been using it for years, back before it even got really popular, and I feel like you can use it for everything. You can clean door jambs, you can clean toilets, faucets, grout, your trash can. Oh my gosh, the uses are endless. But what I do is I typically will wipe down my toilet with a regular cleaner, and then I'll go back through and actually steam clean the toilet. And by the way, I just wanted to mention this Pink Stuff foaming cleaner is very satisfying, but honestly, it works the same as any other toilet cleaner. So I in my opinion, it's not worth the price, but it is satisfying.
Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. Good times are here to stay. Everything's going my way. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way.
Can you tell by all the scratches on the side of this vacuum? This has been so well loved and used and abused, but it is my favorite corded vacuum ever. Now, normally I will pull out my cordless vacuum on a daily basis because of convenience. You just can't beat it. However, when you're slow vacuuming and when you're vacuuming carpets and rugs, you just cannot beat the suction of a corded vacuum. And also you might notice how incredibly slow I'm vacuuming. Even if you don't have time to do a full-on slow vacuum where you vacuum it once and then you empty the canister and then you go back in and slow vacuum again, you can just vacuum your floors in one single pass, but do it very slowly, and it really gives your vacuum the chance to fully work and pull all of the dirt and hair and whatever may be stuck in your carpet fibers. It gives your vacuum the chance to suck it all out, and you will be amazed at what your vacuum actually is capable of doing. Now this tool right here is my Roborock Dyad Pro. This is also one that would be in my top 5 cleaning items. I love this so much, and I know it's a little silly to be excited and passionate about what I'm cleaning my floors with, but this guy just saves me so much time and hassle because it vacuums and mops at the same time, and especially with having so much hard flooring in our house, this just saves me so much time. And another thing that I like to do is actually drop a couple drops of essential oil onto the roller, and it makes my home smell amazing while I'm cleaning the floors.
I was so lost. I should have called at the very least. Would it say unknown on your caller ID? Or maybe my number's still saved. Now I'm standing here hungry and I'm ready for action. So let me tell you, I'm ready to jump right back in, back in. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay, we are halfway there. Now, if you have not been cleaning with me today, I challenge you to get up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up, go ahead and tackle one room or one task in your home and make it a little challenging. Try to finish it before this video is over. So you have 20 minutes. We will race the clock together, and let me know in the comments if you beat the clock. Trust me, it will feel so, so good, and you will thank yourself later that you accomplished it.
Don't believe it, let me demonstrate it. I took apart who I was and I rearranged it. I'm better than I was before.
All All right, we are moving right along into day 2, but today we are in the kitchen and living room area. We need to clean things up in here. It's a bit trashed for sure, but I want to get it tidied up and then we're going to deep clean some areas in here. I really feel like it's so nice to deep clean, especially around the holidays. I think sometimes it's easy to push it off, but it can just feel very chaotic during the holiday time. So having a really deep clean space can make such a difference. So let's get into it and I'll show you a lot of our dirty little secrets.
Run through the fire, I'll walk the wire. I would sell everything I own. I'd swim the ocean, dance with the devil. I'd sell my soul to take you home. We can feel the floor underneath our feet. Fire shots through my chest as you watch me bleed. Every kick, drum hit is a symphony.
Let me know what is usually the messiest, most time-consuming room to clean in your home. I feel like our bedroom is probably the most time-consuming room, mostly because of laundry. There is always laundry to get put away. Now, the kitchen also gets very messy, but I feel like I can blast through that pretty quickly just because I have so much practice with cleaning our kitchen. It's happened multiple times a day for the last like 15 or more years. But I also think another contender for me would be my office, mostly because it is a catch-all room. I will say decluttering has helped a ton in my office and in my bedroom and kind of all the areas that I've already decluttered. I've been doing a whole decluttering series. If you have missed those, you can check that out. But I do still have a long way to go. So I'm really looking forward to the time and I'm hoping I'll get there when decluttering is not a huge priority because I've already decluttered so much. But until then, we'll continue on and just make the best of it. This little box that I'm holding here is like a little acrylic bug terrarium thing. It's been Liam and Noah's hobby for a while to go out and collect bugs, and they've actually done really good. Like they do research to figure out which bugs need what food and what home and things like that. And they have kept, I would say, most of the bugs alive, which has been really neat for them. But I remember when I was a kid, singing and dancing was my hobby. I don't know that I was very good at it, but I just, that didn't really matter when you're a kid. But my best friend and I made up this girl group and we called it Girl Talk. And we would put on performances for my parents and her parents, and we would just use this little karaoke machine that I'd gotten for Christmas one year. It's so embarrassing now, but back then it was just so cool and I loved it. And I was talking to Kyle the other day because he definitely has a hobby of playing pickleball. It's like his favorite thing to do, but I feel like I don't even have a good hobby anymore. I don't know when that happened where you just kind of lose your hobbies, or maybe I'm a little weird and everyone else still has a hobby and I don't, but I just feel like I don't have a hobby right now. I don't know. I definitely feel like I need to prioritize finding out what my hobby is because there's a lot of things that I enjoy, just not a lot of things that I actually spend my time doing, I guess.
Next to me, I'm gonna rush like a river. I keep following my feet. I find a way out of the city until you're next to me. What are the bridges onto the ocean? I got a spotlight, a spotlight.
I just realized that I never got a chance to show you guys the new Bloom Towels Christmas launch. They are so beyond cute. I'm obsessed with all of them. So they pretty much have two different styles right now. They have more traditional Christmas prints And then they also have a collection that's more whimsical, and that is the one that is stealing my heart right now. I just think it's so cute. They have like a gingerbread one, they have one with trees, and oh my gosh, this one with cute little sweaters. Like, I don't know how they come up with these prints that are just so adorable, but I just love them so much. If you want to check them out, I will have them linked down below, and also they have a coupon code that I believe will save you 15% off your entire order. The code is Amanda, but if you use the link, then you don't even need the code.
In the call of the city, I tell you next to me. Burn the bridges onto the ocean. I got a spotlight, a spotlight. I ain't gonna look back. I ain't gonna look.
All right, now that everything is nice and tidied, we are going to get some deep cleaning done. So the first thing is our microwave. It's a little rough in there, but typically what I like to do and what I never really have a problem with is using Dawn dish spray and a Scour Daddy. Literally just spray it down. I feel like this stuff is magic and it just eats away everything. You can also steam vinegar in here if it's really, really caked on, but I don't even do this crazy often, as you can see. And the Dawn dish spray does the job great. These spaces are definitely some that are very looked over, or at least in our house they are, because you're able to close the door and they're kind of out of sight, out of mind. Like, you only remember that the microwave is dirty when you open it or close the door, and the rest of the time it's like, oh, the outside looks nice, it's all good. But all that to say, it is amazing what a difference it makes when you deep clean those spaces. It's kind of like cleaning your kitchen sink. Like, you can clean your kitchen, but once you clean your kitchen sink, it's like a next level clean. And I feel like that's the same when you deep clean your microwave and stove.
You and I, taking all this time. I wanna go back, but love was an open door. Oh, you know, we're stronger than before. And I can remember how your love was an open door. Won't take it for granted.
Okay, moving right along to the oven. First off, I want to say this silicone oven liner has helped so much. Now the oven still needs some help, but it needs a lot less help because of this liner, which has been amazing. But first things first, whenever you're cleaning your oven, you want to go ahead and wipe it out with a dry cloth, or go ahead and use your vacuum if it's really awful, and you can just suck all of those little bits and pieces up. And then if it's not terribly dirty, you can use Tangerine Clean or the pink stuff. Both of those work pretty well, but if it's been a while since you've cleaned it, or you need something a little bit more intense, I would suggest going for the Scrub Daddy Power Paste. That stuff, I don't know how they've got it so strong, but it just works so incredibly well. You don't even have to use a whole lot of elbow grease. It just kind of does the work for you, and it very easily gets it all clean. And once you wipe it up and dry it off, it just looks sparkly clean again.
Our love is an open door. You and I, taking all this time. I wanna go back, but love was an open door. Oh, you know.
The grates in your oven are like the worst thing for me to clean. I don't know what it is. I think it's just kind of an awkward thing to clean because the grates are going all different ways. So that's probably the biggest reason why I kind of try to avoid cleaning the oven. Again, using the Power Paste and a lightly abrasive sponge to scrub off any burnt mess. That works super well.
It's been a while since we felt the way we did back when we were dumb and younger. It's been a while since I looked into your eyes and saw starlight, bold bright colors. Yeah, when I'm down,
You guys, look at that shine. Does that not look incredible? I am just always amazed when the oven is fully clean like this. It looks so, so good. All right, I know we are kind of in the middle of the holiday season right now, so go ahead, cook all that food, make all the messes, enjoy the memories, and then you can come back to this video after the holidays and get some serious motivation to whip things back into shape and we can get our homes put back together again. But speaking of the upcoming holidays, let me know, do you have any plans? Are you staying home? Is family coming to visit? Are you doing holidays with friends? For us, we do have family coming for Thanksgiving, and then for Christmas, it's just planning to be us for now. But I was talking to Kyle, and we don't have plans to do this right now, but we thought it would be so much fun to do like a getaway Christmas one year. Maybe when the boys are a little older, we might go to New York or something, and basically that would be the Christmas gift. There would be no other gifts, but I feel like that would just make the best memories one year. Let me know if you guys have ever done anything like that. All right, next up, I have our couches. So we're not only going to vacuum these, I do not vacuum inside of them near often enough, but I'm also going to kind of restore the leather a little bit. We have had these couches ever since we moved in this house, so coming on, I guess like 2.5 years, and I have 0 times put anything on them or really taken care of them at all. And I have what I think is going to work. I tested it out in an area the other day on kind of like the back of the couch, so it wouldn't make a big deal if I messed it up, but it was fine. So I'm gonna go ahead, vacuum them out, and then clean and restore the leather. Hopefully it'll make a huge difference and they'll look incredible. Thankfully for me, leather is very forgiving, and for the most part, I would say it gets better with age. And I kind of love the imperfections that happen just over the years because it kind of wears into itself, and then it gets past a point and I'm like, all right, I just got to get this a little bit extra love, and you will be so amazed at the after. It looks so good once I'm finished.
You stare at the ocean. Can't put one foot in front of the other. Let's get the heartbeat beating again. So don't complicate it. Everyone's waiting for you. Imagine all you can do. Imagine all you can do. So lost in a daydream. Can't find where the compass is headed.
Can you see how this leather cleaner and conditioner is just breathing life into the fibers of this couch? I was hoping it would work this good, but honestly, I was just amazed at every single area of the couch that I worked on. It just brought so much color back into it and luster. It ends up looking amazing.
Don't complicate it. Everyone's waiting for you. Imagine all you can do. Imagine all you can do.
The cushions were definitely the most annoying part just because of all of the creases and folds and crevices and all that stuff that kind of leather has, I guess, or probably just any cushions, not specifically leather. But I did go through them very, very thoroughly. And then once I got everything wiped down with the leather conditioner, I just laid them out kind of away from each other so they could go ahead and dry. And once they dried, they seriously were looking like almost new.
Imagine all you can do. Imagine all you can do.
inside my head. Whatever you do, just don't look down. You won't know what's out there if you don't find out. Good days start right now. Good days start right now. Good days start right now.
I'm always such a big proponent that investing your time in your home will always pay off. And I don't mean doing DIYs and renovations. I just mean every day taking care of your home, vacuuming your floors, wiping off your countertops, scrubbing the mess away. It will always pay off. I feel like a lot of times we can forget that and it just feels monotonous, like I was saying earlier, but it really is such a beneficial thing to keep up with your home. I definitely used to feel like others maybe didn't feel like being a stay-at-home mom or homemaker was important. But as I've gotten older, I've become a lot more comfortable in how I really feel. And I just feel like homemaking is so important. It's not a lesser way to spend your time or spend your life. It's something that blesses your entire family, especially when you can take care of the things and people in your home with pride. I am so passionate about making homemaking feel enjoyable again and sharing ways to make it feel easier and simpler. And also, whether you work outside of the house or you work from home or you're a stay-at-home mom, we all are homemakers and we are making our homes better for not only our family, but also for ourselves. And I feel like it's just so important to remember that it is such a blessing to have a home to look after. So try this week as you are cleaning up those messes, as you're doing your laundry, whatever the case may be, take pride in what you're doing and know that it's making a difference. This is seriously what you're going to find when you just vacuum your floors one time and you don't do a slow vacuum. It will make the biggest difference. So go ahead, vacuum your floors like regular. Then you're going to empty out that canister and you'll start from scratch. Then as you go over your floors for the second time, you are going to go very, very slowly. It almost seems painfully slow at first, but just watch your vacuum canister completely fill up. Your carpets are going to feel so much fresher. They're going to feel fluffier. And when you lay on the floor, you're not going to see or feel any of that dirt or dust or hair or anything that was kind of stuck in those fibers. Give your vacuum the opportunity to do its best job and you will just be amazed.
I'm not a superhero, but I just might be tonight. I'm feeling kinda cool. Got my best shirt on and I'm playing my song. Cool. As you move your feet, slide up next to me. It's cool. I'm feeling kinda cool. I'm feeling kinda in the moment. We could be the only.
Oh my gosh, you guys, we got so much done. We got the bathroom cleaned, we got the bedroom deep cleaned, the shower scrubbed down, all the things, the oven and the microwave and the windows and the mirrors and those couches. Oh my gosh, tell me what you think about them, but I just feel like they look so incredible. I'm so impressed with that stuff. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you got a lot of motivation from today. Also, let me know, did you take me up on my challenge and did you beat the clock or are you still working? Either way is fine, but way to go if you took me up on that challenge. Also, I wanted to remind you guys to check out Foreo. Like I said, they will be linked down below, but that discount is not going to last for a long time, so definitely check that out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.